Last week in my business, we got to move my 650-pound snack machine. I've been hell-bent on learning all the mechanics, so I got my team together and we got going. To get started, we used 3 straps, 2 over the top, and then 1/4 from the bottom. We wanted to be sure that it was secure as possible for this 30-minute trip. We also had a moving blanket in between the machine and the trailer so they weren't rubbing together. Here you can see my good friend Troy, who's also a fisherman, teaching us how to tie a knot. That way the loose straps aren't causing destruction flapping around down the road. Like I mentioned in my previous video, I'm on my rookie vending contract, so any tips I can get that can help, I'll take them all. Also, keep in mind the team that I built, they are way better than me in this area. This allows me not only to learn on site, but also record this SOP for my future team until we find a better way.
Things you don't learn in the city growing up.
My boy Troy wasn't lying there because I didn't learn any of this where I'm from. The equipment we needed to get the snack machine on the trailer other than the straps was a dolly, and then we also needed a pallet jack that was rated for at least 800 pounds. One mistake we did make in the beginning was getting this pallet jack we thought we could fold up and put into our vehicle. An excellent product, but for a vending machine, it just couldn't lift high enough. On the way, we did run into some rain, and I'd be lying if I said I wasn't worried. We had the machine facing sideways, so the rain was just hitting the side of the machine. But if this machine breaks at this point, I'm screwed. I'm learning all these things in real time, so I'm praying today isn't the day for a hard lesson. Here, we stopped to retie the knot because it started to slip down. Troy said he would have rather started low in the first place, so that's what he did. After he's able to get it secured, we hit the road. Now this is a hospital, so when we arrived, we wanted to be in and out as efficient as possible. That way we weren't taking up the space from the front door for the patients. We got his expert knot loosened, and then we also got all the other straps loosened. Now, we did travel with some product in the machine because I saw somebody traveling with the product the other day. And like I say, I'm in my rookie vending contract, so I'm trying to find the most efficient way possible. In this situation, everything worked out. The dolly comes with straps, so we were able to wrap that around the machine like a belt, pull it tight, and then it was ready to go. Troy tilted the machine back towards me while it was on the dolly, and I just walked backwards with the machine, focused on great body posture. I took smaller steps going down the ramp with the big chest, and he supported me on the front side. Once you get the machine on the pallet jack, it becomes a steering game, which brings me to my next point. Be sure that you scope out the area before you start moving the machine. I say this because in the beginning, I made a mistake. My friend Michael and I were moving the machine and we did not pay attention to where we were going. On top of that, we were using the dolly and not the pallet jack, which is point number 2, use the proper equipment. What was once a wide hall turned into a hall that could only fit a single person and a vending machine. This was my Dixie Narco, which is at least an 850-pound machine. Well, he was on one side and I was on the other. Next thing I saw was him grimacing in pain as he let out a sound because he walked backwards into a corner of a wall and the machine slightly crushed. Thankfully, it wasn't as serious as actually being crushed, but it was enough to knock the wind out of him and sit a grown man down. Which finally brings me to point number 3. Take care of your people by doing the prep work. There you see me turn on the main switch to the machine and the power turns right on. We did have a little movement from the bumps in the road, so I did have to readjust the coin mech. After that, I wanted to make sure that my coin mech had the ready symbol on, my machine read ready, my Niax card reader was on, and I also wanted to press diagnostics to make sure there was no error codes. After that, I could close the door and move on to the next task, which is actually moving my Dixie Narco the right way with a pallet jack. Since it's my business, it's up to me to make sure that everybody that comes in contact with True is equipped with the means to be successful. So any mishaps are my fault. Thankfully, we had none here. We'll talk about this new location another day. One of the main employees said that they like these puff bars, so I wanted to be sure I got them in the machine. Other than that, I'm going to study them over the weeks to see what they really like. This is the machine I got ready a few videos ago, so I already know that the coins and dollar bills work. The only thing left here was to test the card reader, and it did its thing. All in all, 'twas another good day.